Welcome back to the ClayAlan Chronicles. It's been a bit, been kind of busy, a lot going on. It's December. December is a busy time of the year in this household. So today I'd like to dive into the aftermath of betrayal. Betrayal can leave you blindsided. It leaves you questioning everything. You question stuff that's, not even just the person that betrayed you, but other people afterwards. You find it very hard to see clearly what's genuine and what's not genuine. Today I'm going to talk about 4 key points that will help navigate you through this difficult experience and try to figure out how to get through it. I struggle with this, and this is not this isn't a bashing. I'm not going to start bashing somebody. This is just getting the emotions out and trying to figure out ways to feel better, to ease the questioning and the doubting as I move along in life after that. And it's been, quite a while for me. It's been about 10 or 11 years, and it's still lingering. It's still affecting me. It's affecting the people that I've been with since then. So I'm gonna go through those 4 things and see if we can get some clarity. First thing I want to talk about is how it happened. I believe the circumstances that took place for your situation, those all make a difference in how you react and how it's affected you. If it was something, I don't know, for example, for me, I was with this person for a long time, a very long time. And there was about 1.5 years or so, maybe 2 years, where I just kept catching lies and kept catching deceit. And when that happens, and it happens multiple times, shame on me, I guess, for letting it happen more than once. To me, I should have just stepped away. But we were together for a long time, and we kept trying to work on it. We kept trying to, get back to where we were. And each time we did that, it would fail. And I guess when it was like a repeated process of being lied to, or, being, what's the best word to say? Tricked, I guess. I don't know. When it keeps happening over and over, once you've left that relationship or that situation, and you've moved on to the next, or just moving on with your life, now if somebody that you were with a long time and that was supposed to be your person betrays you, it makes it really easy to not believe anybody, because you could be with somebody for that long and they still betrayed you. What's to say that somebody that you have only been with for a couple months wouldn't? You know what I mean? So that's where it becomes, it creates a lot of gray area for me. Really, really tough. When it's somebody that you're really, really close to, it cuts way deeper, much deeper than if it was like a coworker or a classmate, or a friend that you didn't have for very long, or a relationship that you weren't in for very long. When it's somebody that you're really close to and you've been with for a long time, that cuts a lot deeper than any of those other situations. Whether you were feeling, when it first happened, you were initially feeling anger or disbelief, self-blame, thinking that you might have done something to provoke it, or it's your fault somehow. A lot of those things are often tied to the relationship and its context. And that's okay. Acknowledging why you feel the way you do helps you take the first step toward healing. All right, so the second thing I want to dive into is learning the difference between what's true and what's not true, what's genuine and what's not genuine. Unfortunately, being betrayed leaves you doubting everything. You may look back at that relationship and wonder, was any of it real? Was any of it genuine? Did any of it really mean anything that whole time? So sorting out the facts from all the lies can be a very painful but necessary process. The clarity doesn't just help you make sense of what happened, it also helps you rebuild trust in yourself. Trust that you can recognize authenticity going forward. It's like untangling a mess to find the truth, and in doing so, you reclaim your confidence. And the third thing I'd like to get into is, let's not forget about who else gets affected by this other than yourself. Betrayal doesn't exist in a vacuum. It can affect friendships, families, workplace dynamics. It could be anything. It could be your neighbors. You might not believe them anymore. I mean, there's just once that doubt sets in and you start to wonder, like, how valuable is truth and trust to anyone if somebody who's very, very close to you can betray you. And unfortunately, once you've been betrayed, your pain might spill over into other relationships. And this creates tension and mistrust where there wasn't any before. And on the flip side, some people might feel like they're caught in the middle. This is why it's important to be mindful of the ripple effect and address how your healing can impact those around you. And finally, the fourth thing, what can we do to help ourselves? Healing from betrayal takes time, but it starts with boundaries. So if it's at all possible, protect yourself by limiting contact with the person that caused this betrayal. Next, you're going to want to try to lean on people that you do trust, people that you know have your back and genuinely are there for you. Self-care is also very crucial. And the self-care could look like, it could take the form of journaling, seeking therapy, or even just giving yourself permission to feel and process the pain. Remember, healing is not about getting over it quickly. It's about moving through it at your own pace and coming out stronger. So betrayal hurts, but it doesn't have to define you. By understanding how it happened, seeking clarity, and acknowledging who it affects, and focusing on self-care, you can take the right steps towards healing. It's okay to grieve, but it's also okay to grow. All right, that's all I've got for this tonight. If you've experienced this, I'd like to see some comments down below. Not only do I do this to be informative, but I also do this to help myself get through these things. You know, there's other people out there that have experienced it, and they might have different scenarios. They might have different coping mechanisms, and I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear how it's affected you and how you've gone past it and how you've moved on, because I'm, like I said, 10, 11 years in and I'm still struggling with it. All right, that's it for today. If you like this, please give me a like. A thumbs up would be cool. You could subscribe if you haven't already, if that's something that you're interested in. And that's it. I will see you in the next video.